Hey guys, Minnesota is crazy right now. We got a snow day because it is so insane. There's snow everywhere. Oh my god. But it's not actually cold, it's just a lot of snow. So, let's get right into it. I want to talk about Marvel's Spider-Man. The second time Disney XD made a show, and oh my god. I can't find really anything good about it. Nothing. The acting, the voice acting, it's just so, it's grating.
Am I right? I mean left!
Coming through! Here's what I think the creators thought. Oh, Peter's a nerd? Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm a nerd. Oh, God, I'm a nerd.
Name? Peter Parker. P is in phosphorus, E is in electron. Uh-oh. If my calculations are correct.
Like, I think they chose the voice based off of that, and he's not funny at all. And don't use the excuse that it's like, oh, it's a kid's show. Because, okay, if you have a property like Spider-Man, that is a ginormous property that everybody loves Spider-Man. Basically, I'm trying to say is the demographic for Spider-Man can go from this to this. Why don't you give it to someone who cares? Who, like, knows the material? Okay, you don't have to write for them. You could take jokes from the comics, because those jokes are actually, you can use those jokes, because that's the character. And they're writing these jokes so bad.
Much better! It's quite a scream you got there! Ever think of auditioning for... So you know how to scream?
The joke is shit in any way you put it, but isn't the show called So You Think You Can Dance? Isn't that what you're joking about? Is that what you're calling it? Just do another take, Jesus Christ. And the writing isn't just bad for Peter. Here, watch this.
First from you and I'll kick you to the moon.
Well, scientifically speaking, Mr. Smythe, that's not possible.
It's just awful. It's such a gross representation of what Spider-Man is. Seriously, the creators, can you guys just stop? Okay, you have the property Spider-Man. Why are you wasting him so hard? Get off, just stop using him. You don't have the ability to, okay? You're really bad at it, okay? I'm gonna say this. Ultimate Spider-Man, the show, was better than this show. Just because at least they did their research in like characters and like found a somewhat good way of showing these characters to someone. This show, it's just awful. There's nothing good. The animation's bad. The animation isn't just bad, it has like an anime feel to it, and I don't know why the hell they would choose an anime style, especially because Spider-Man is such a smooth-moving character, and does not look good in the slightest. I'm slowing it down so you can see all the frames, but you see how it could look very choppy.
Spider-Man! Come on, man!
We're just an animation studio for a Disney XD show. What, you expect us to make every single frame?
No, but why would you choose an animation style where the only way to make it look good is if you make a lot of frames? You're setting yourself up to fail. Jesus Christ, I feel like I'm your dad. Really, just everything. And the plot, the entire story of the entire show is so planned out. It's okay to have a show that's super planned out. That can be fun to watch. But when it's so obvious what they're doing, that's when it becomes bad.
So, who's going to be the first to examine our new robot? Harry, how about you and your partner?
That's when a series of unique circumstances. Why don't you let Pete's group go first? He's really into this stuff. Awesome! Line up so perfectly that the outcome...
Wait, I'm a lefty. Switch with me.
...is an event of unusual magnitude.
See, what just happened here is they were setting up a bunch of other episodes before even setting up the first. Oh my god. Okay, so this guy was about to go, but then Harry stopped him. And then she was about to become Spider-Man, but then, oh, she's a lefty, and then Peter came. You see, it's just boring, because they know what's going to happen. They're going to come back to this episode, and they're going to be like, oh, see, she could... It's just so obvious. This show was so uninspired and boring. Breaking Bad, that had a show that was like, they didn't make out the plot. they kind of knew what the plot was, but they'd write themselves into a corner, and then they see, okay, how would he get out of this one? It is insane, and that is my favorite show ever because of it. It's so good. Everything of that show is so good. This show, I'm not expecting Breaking Bad level of writing, but I'm expecting not shit. You know, when someone says they don't like this show, it doesn't mean it's because, oh, it's not Spectacular Spider-Man. Spectacular Spider-Man was just an actual competent show, okay? We want a show that's competent with Spider-Man. Spectacular Spider-Man did not have everything right, but it captured the character. That's all we want. It's like, we don't want our balls burned off, but we don't want liquid nitrogen on them neither, okay? So, fucking just make a show about Spider-Man and don't make it shit. Okay? Don't make it with all these other characters. Just, there are so many plot lines in the comics that are just better. Just use those. All we want to see are just the comics on a TV show. Anyways, that's the video. Leave in the comments what you want me to talk about next. It doesn't have to be Spider-Man. But yeah, hope you had a great day.